Well, let me restart go. Right, we've got Loki in, and now sorry, Liam's dropped out. He's gone to the. He's now going to be spectating, which is fair because he was going to be racing. Right. Oh god, that was chaos. Okay, so we've got only change we've had is Loki's back in his Alpha, and Sarakai is now on the Ferrari because Liam's backed out, thankfully. So we've got this chaos. We should just get going now. Qualifying, reset, all slate. Alright, just got to give us a minute to catch back up. Right, so as I said, we've got to all Baku, track, chaos, all that sort of stuff. Right. Okay, alright, let's take a breath. Right. Okay. So, obviously, before we had to do lobby swap though, Jerry was already in a class of his own in the qualifying. He was 6 tenths quicker than anyone that I saw. So, let's just see how this race plays out, because we've got no changes in the seats. The only changes, obviously, like I've said, Loki and Sarakaya are in now. Sarakaya is in the Ferrari, Loki's in his Alpha seat. Just because it's his birthday today, so obviously it's Loki's birthday. He's changed his plans so he can race today. And right. Right, same again. I think Lars is first car out. Right. There we go. That's everyone sorted now. Starting quali, we should just finish in time for the race. Right. So everyone, welcome back to Baku here at F1, the seat for this Sunday. Obviously, as I've said, we've already got the reserves. We've got Lars in the Aston Martin from F2. We've got Enzo in the other Aston Martin. You've got Pangrio in the Red Bull this week. And we've got Jerry, another one I've talked about, in the Williams along with Masiek. And that's everyone. So, alright, so everyone, I apologise for that, but that was just chaos. Right, so let's just see, has anyone actually joined yet? Because there's this chaos. Alright, thank you for everyone who's joined back after that. Oh, that was stressful. Right, so let's see if the times are going to change anymore, because a lot of the cars are closer, because like, you've got all the Mercedes, you've got, I think, is that Jerry behind, yeah, so Jerry doesn't have a clean run this time. He has the Mercedes of Google, but we'll jump on board with Lars, since he's the first car ahead of this train. And he's got clean track. Almost everyone's gone out the pit from 5 cars. Right, as yellow flags, as yellow flags actually for a car on the wall there. And it looks like it's a Luno. But we'll jump on board back on Lars now. We'll stick to this POV for the lap here. As we'll take the first lap around Baku. I'm just going to adjust my sound just a little bit lower. So we can see the car. There we go. Right, sorry, just had to do that. Right, and here we go for the lap. Here's the first 90-degree corner for the Aston Martin driver. Obviously, he set a good lap last time. Can he do it the same again? Because Lars is a new driver to no line. He's been practicing all day, he said. And now into 5th, into 6th, 7th, as he hit down the second straight. Car behind, he's got a lot of pressure behind. He's got Google, Atsa, and Jerry all behind him in that little train building. No, another 90 degree with another 90-degree corner. Baku is a track which will bite you if you make one mistake, and his wheel spin coming out the corner there. This is just going to be chaos. Right, as he's just flickering the car around here, trying to keep the car balanced and going though, but Google is slowly catching, so Google might actually get a slipstream here for the last straightaway, which could help his time. I don't know if he's revving it or the gearbox that's just going on. In through Castle there, take it slow and run second or third around there. As you can see, the Mercedes is just pinking behind this, so he might get a tool from him. As obviously, this is his first time in F1 this season. He's been in F2 reserve, and now he's in F1 reserve with no line. As he has the final few corners here, and he's just got just the last 3 corners, and then the big straight here. Now, the big question around Baku is, what setup do you bring? Do you bring the big high-speed setup? Or do you go for a balanced, or do you go for the inner? Because my recommendation is always to go for a long straight, for top speed around here, because you'll need it on this straight, for example. As 210 Lars hits, comes to the line now, and it's a 14.3. Not as quick as last time. Guil's a 39.3. And then Jerry's at, oh, and Jerry's just smashed everyone out of the water. That's incredible, that was Jerry. Axe is P3. Next car is Josh, P5. Next car is Black Box P2, 39.0. But 3 tenths off the pole round at the moment. That is incredible, that. Matt is the next car coming across the line. AlphaTauri P7. McLaren's pit, is it? No, I thought that was Leon. As Matt goes a bit locks up there and goes straight on. Thankfully, he stayed at the wall. No one's on a lap, I think. Nope, the Enzo's P4 now. Next time is a Haas and Alfa Romeo. Sniper P6. Adrian P10. Next one is Loki, the birthday boy. Can he get anything special here today? And Sanders crashed out, and Loki goes P6. I know Sanders retired in the pits. I wonder what happened there. That's strange. Next is Luno P8. The Red Bull, no, that's Pangrio starting the lap. And the Ferrari of Ken goes P6. Next car is going to be Jacob in the other AlphaTauri as he rounds to the start-finish straight now. Let's just see how this goes. Jacob comes to the line now, and it's a P14 for the Englishman. Next car is, I don't think they're backing off there on their laps. I think the only car that might be on a lap is Pangrio and Sarakaya, actually. There's yellow flags. Adrian's retired now. Oh, has he crashed in the castle? Oh, he has, hasn't he? Oh, he has. Adrian's crashed out in castle. So that's going to ruin the flow for Sarakaya's lap there with that car in the way. Along with Pangrio, because that car will be still there. Oh, that's going to hurt those two massively. But it doesn't help that I think Pangrio did get past Marciac without a problem. Oh, thankfully the car finally gets out of the way, but it looks like no one's gone for back-to-back laps, but as the grid stays the same at the moment. Hello, that was Sarakaya, I think, spinning out, or was that Ken? Yep, Sarakaya spins the right way around, and off he goes again now. Hopefully, thankfully he does not need to pit for the tyres now. He can go to the pit, and hopefully he doesn't crash out. And I'm really hoping that glitch from that wall will not happen today. As Pangrio does a 42.2, he definitely got held up because of that car there. Or did something else happen? But we'll have to wait and see. But Jerry's came into this league and smashed everyone out by 3 tenths nearly. Quickest in pole. Next bar is Black Box, championship leader still, with Axa closing them down, remember. As Jerry's gone out for his second run already, and he's the only one in the group so far. But next ones I think are is it Enzo? Yeah, Enzo and Guil, the 2 Frenchmen. As is the Frenchman 3-4-5 at the moment. But we'll have to see how the laps improve here, because Jerry's laps are 38.7, and no one's in the 38s unlike him. Right, so, who do you think is going to get pulled today? Because I think everyone's going to be putting their nail onto Jerry after that qualifying session. Alright, sorry, give me a... there we go, keep forgetting about that. Right, so, now, Jerry looks really quick around this track, and I'm questioning, if he gains time, how much time can he gain this lap? Because I feel like the most he can maybe gain is like 2-3 tenths at most. But it's going to be interesting to see how much time all these guys can go. Because Masiek and Hassan are on their laps now. It looks like, but I don't think any of them are going to be near enough. As Jerry is behind... Oh, Lars got ahead of him again. Oh, I didn't even notice that. And now Jerry is going to start his lap along with Axa, Guil, Enzo... Josh is catching up there, I can see, and Lars. So this is going to be entertaining. How much time these guys can gain here with their second run on new softs. Right, we'll stick a board on Jerry and see how much time he can gain here. Because Jerry's coming on 38.7, which I think is an unbelievable time in itself. But can he gain any more time here? As he hits the first two 90-degree corners and now right close, hugging to the wall there. And gets the DRS and heads down the second DRS straight here. Now, as the Sector 1 line will be popping up soon, so let's see how much time you can get in that. Take another... Hugging the walls very tightly, Jerry is. Not letting the car hit the wall, but just enough to hug it slowly. Comes to the Sector 1 line, and he's half a temp up already on his time. And doesn't take any of the bump there, I've noticed. Normally, they clip the apex a little bit, but nothing there by Jerry. Yellow flags, and that is... I think Alfa Romeo slowing down there for a bit. Jerry into Castle now. Keeps that very clean going through there. Absolutely no problems. Hugging the curb and taking all the curb he can. A little squirm there coming out the corner though. Well, that cost him a bit of time here. As now he rounds the last few corners here. The Sector 2 line's coming up now. Has he lost any time because of a little squirm coming out the corner there? He comes to the line now for Sector 2 and he's 2.5 temps up. So he could be on for a blinder here. Next car ahead of him is Lars. We'll keep him on and see where he goes, but we'll stick a ball to Jerry and see how much time it's going to improve his time by. No, I've messed it up. Netherlands, dumbass. It comes to the line now. Lars goes P4, 39.5. Jerry comes to the line though. It's a 38.5. A second quicker than Lars. Google's into the 38s now. 38.7. Next car along the line is going to be Enzo, but he's backed out of his lap. Next car, I think it's going to be Josh Unknown. I'm going to find it there quickly. P balances it. Axa comes to the line now. P4 now. So the lap times are starting to slowly inch their way down. Next car is going to be Luno, the only Alpine left in the quali session right now. Sadly retired in the pits for an unknown reason. And it comes along, he does not hug the left side like everyone else does. He stays to the right, and Luno goes P7, a 39.7. Bloody hell, I'm on top. Next car is going to be the Turkish man, Hassan. Comes in the line now, he's got no ERS at all, and stays P16. Next car is going to be Sarakaya, and he's got, and whoever that is, oh, I thought he was going to get a tow there. Sarakaya comes across the line, P18 at the moment, and both McLaren's pit. I think that's, no, it's Jacob. About to finish his lap. It's off the line, P12 for Jacob there. Alfa Romeo behind him, Sniper, sorry, he goes P8. So the times are starting to slowly creep down now. A lot of the guys dipping to the 39s now. We'll have to see how the question is. Next car is going to be Kale. Next car ahead of him is currently Pangrio. He's on his second lap, I think. And he doesn't improve at the moment. Kale comes to the line. P5 there for the Fourier. 39.5. So the laps are just going to get quicker and quicker, it seems. But Terry still leads the way over Google, Blackbox, Axa, and Kale for the top 5. It's just going to be the question to see how the strategy is going to play out here. As the strategical battle allows his outfield compete. As Sarakaya's crashed out. And Adrian in the same sector. We'll stick on board of Jet because he's going to see Sarakaya first in Castle. Oh, Jacob gets caught up by that. That sniper. Oh my god, that was close. Oh, that was so close between those three cars. Thankfully, the only damage we've got out of those is a Jacob no front wing. But that could have been another 2 or 3 DNFs if that was taken incorrectly. Thankfully, Sniper realised the situation and locked up his brakes to stop. Oh, that was close. That's the thing about Castle. You go around that corner, it's blind, and you can't see if there's a car there. Even with the yellow flags, you don't know where it is on track. That... Oh, right. Sure, Jerry still leads the way. Google P2. He's still trying to get his championship back on track. Google. Black Box championship leader. Axa P2. And then Kale looking for another good result after his podium last week. And obviously you got Lars, who's doing really well against Enzo. These two are having really good possibilities. Enzo's already gone out for his third run. Or was this his second run, actually? Let's see the second times. Sorry, have a drink there, quickly, sorry. Right, so I missed that completely if Enzo was on a lap there. That's my fault completely. But Enzo's the only car on track right now, the Aston Martin driver. Because, but as Castle's already claimed 3 victims. I know Adrian didn't crash in Castle, but he crashed in the Castle section. So, I'm going to curious how many people it's going to kill in the race. Because we've already lost 5 drivers. No, 4 drivers, sorry. I couldn't count there. Enzo comes to the line now. Is Enzo on a lap here, or is this an out lap? No, Enzo's on a lap. He's 5 times up nearly. Now, can Enzo be the 3rd driver to get into the 38th of this lap? Or will he just be on the cusp, like Black Box? The Frenchman comes the DRS now. Obviously, he's going to stay to the middle because he's going to hug the left side when he comes. And he knows he's hugs just a little adjustment. Comes the line. P5 Enzo. 39.3 flats. Next car is Lars on his final run along with the Alfa Romeo of Sniper. Sniper's gone out straight away after that near accident with Jacob. But now this is when everyone's going to start rushing out the pits to get their final run in and have clean track. As I say that, this is what I mean by clean track. Because Black Box has now got a train behind them. Obviously, Enzo's not going to have enough time to get another lap in. So Enzo's best time right now is P5 at most. We're going to go jump aboard with Lars since he's going to be the next car to do a lap here with 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock. So whoever doesn't get out now is going to be just on the cusp of getting round the track. And Lars has one more attempt to get anywhere close to the top 5 here. P7 at the moment with a 39.5. As there goes the out lap now, as Lars will start his lap now. He has clean track ahead of him, because all the cars in the pits are retired cars, so he's going to have a nice clean run here. And let's see how this plays out. Pangrillo's been disqualified! So now we have lost 5 drivers in the session. He must have spun, yeah, I can see where he is. He must have spun out, yeah, he spun out. And he's trying to wait for the cars to get past, and the game disqualified him. Great game. But Lars has kept it clean on the first 2 90-degree corners now. He's got the 3rd one coming up. Into 205 miles an hour and all the way down. Oh, he's locked up and he has to go straight. Lars is not going to set a better time now. He's P7 at best. But he's thankfully kept it out of the ward. And the Austrian now is going to be the next car of Sniper to finish the line. But Lars has thankfully kept them out of the wall. Enzo's now retiring the pits because he knows he won't get another run. But Lars is... I wonder how much time Lars was up with because I didn't know until he got the sector time. But now, what can the Austrian of Sniper do in the Alfa Romeo? He's P9 at the moment. Can he get anywhere higher here? Taking a clean run from Castle there. He stays in 4th round the corners, it looks like. Unlike Jerry, he was in 2nd gear for that few corners. Right, Sniper's coming to the last sector line now. Next car behind him, I think, is Jerry, actually. As he comes to the line now, he's on the sector. Loon on... Oh no, there's another victim in Castle! Luno's now out! Is that going to affect Black Box? No, it's not. In fact, he's out the way. But we'll go back on board of Sniper. He's round the final few corners. This is the end of the session now. If you missed this lap, you've messed up. As now, here comes Sniper to the line. No, he's abandoned it, looks like. Yes, he has. Sniper's going to abandon his lap. And he will be P9 at best. The next car, is this Jerry? Yes, it is. The man is on pole by now, by 2 attempts. And Sniper retires in the pits. So he knows, is Jerry going in the pit here? Yes, he is. Jerry's not going for another lap either. So who is that car coming across the line now? That's Lars, but yeah, that's at least at the end of the session. Next car, I think, is Leo in... Oh, no, it's Black Box, actually. Black Box, can he do it? 38.7, but he'll be P2. 12 thousandths behind Gurwill. Next car is going to be Leo, P14 at the moment. What can he do with his final run? And it's P14 for him in the race. Jacob's next car, but he's invalidated, and it's a 14.1. That would have put him into P11. Next one is the McLaren's Mercedes Axa. It goes P4 only. Loki is the next car coming across the line, jumps to P6. Oh, right, next car, Josh Evans P13, but abandons his lap. And now the only one who could challenge Jeremy Paul is Gurwill now. Can he do anything on his final attempt here? The Frenchman comes to the start finish line now. A 38.5 to beat, and he does it! Gurwill's to pull the last bit of the session with a stellar last lap. Next car is going to be Ken, but I think he's pitting, and also G and Matt. So that is the end of qualifying. But what a blistering lap by the Frenchman of Gurwill to snatch pole from Jerry. That oh, that quality's interesting to say the least. And there is your grid for today. Gurwill snatches pole the last sector by 2.5 tenths over Jerry. And then Black Fox P3 trying to keep his championship lead intact. And then Axa, Enzo, low key with a great lap to put him P6 there. Ken P7, Lars, Luno, and Sniper, all the top 10. And then Massier, Jacob, Josh P13. I did not expect him after his podium last season there. Leon, Matt, Adrian, Hassan, Sarakaya, Sander, and Pangrio all being killed by the track. Right, let's see how the race will play out. Alright, I don't think the formation lap's on. I don't think it is. I don't know, because I think it's still broken, actually, so I'm going to wait and see, because if the light's go on straight away, we know it's on. Right, I'm still a bit unknown if the formation lap's still on. And I really hope it's not safety car in lap 1, because the 90-degree corners going side by side's really hard. But thankfully it's a dry race, so we don't have rain like F2 and F3 had, which is a surprise for Baku. And other than that, we've got just a few seconds left of really picking their fuel strategy and their tyres, because I feel a lot are going to be running the mediums and hards as usual. And I don't think we'll see any softs at the moment, because unless you're Max Verstappen, no formation lap again. Here we go for the Baku Grand Prix. I don't know why I didn't say that, Azerbaijan, man. And it's a solid start by Gurwill, and he's going to leave everyone in the dust with a great launch. And further back, oh, here we go, this is going to be the chaos. And there's no chaos. Low key up to P5 now on Enzo. I'm going to get the tyres up quickly before I take this off. And then, oh, it's on the wall. Enzo's put into the wall there, but was that the lag? I don't know. Because it looks like Enzo might not have any damage. No, he's got an pit missing, sorry. I'm mistaken. Oh, it's killed sticks the wall. Further back, you've got Sniper and Law side by side. Sniper's breaking up later, trying to get Ken also here. But Gurwill still leads the Grand Prix. And there goes the Sniper. Kill, I must have got a little bit of end plate damage. And further back there goes Leon, picking up Josh, but he can't do it. And oh wow, and we've got the two Hassans at the back. Hassan's got no front wing. And Adrian has damage, and it's a full safe. No, it's a virtual safety car. So, God, oh, Jesus, I'm wet. Wow, I don't know. Well, we don't even get half a lap done. We've got a virtual safety car out. But obviously, you've got tries, as you can tell. Only a few medium runners, which are these Loki, Leon, Sarakai, and Sander. Loki used his mediums to get a position up on Enzo. So now, can he get this momentum going? Because everyone ahead of him is going to be on slower tyres. And but Enzo has front wing damage. from that incident with low key. He's got no front wing now. So this is going to help the top 5. Because Enzo's virtual safety car, now he's the leader and he can't be overtaken. So now, the DRS is going to be very hard to get back. Oh no, the car's slowing down there. Enzo, I hope he can take the pit lane without hitting the walls or anything. Right. As the safety car, virtual safety car is finished now. And obviously we're back to race now. But Sniper has got a huge 2.5 gap to make up to have DRS on the cars. You can see his team ahead of him. Now the big question is, can the Austrian catch up to his British teammate today? Oh, this is going to be fun. Right, so we've already got 4 cars in the pits. We've got Ken, Enzo, Adrian and Hassan all in the pits for lap 1 pairs. And now we'll have to see how this is going to play out the race. Because Baku is definitely going to throw a safety car somewhere. I know that. But, right. So the top 5 have now got a good buffer here. Loki's got a advantage of having the softer tyres out of everyone here. So he should be able to stick to DRS of these guys. Guwil is trying to break it. Black Box is already out of DRS from the top 2. Pangreal makes a move on the Mats. Has Mats hit the wall there? Yes, Mats has got no left end plate. So he must have hit the contact or something happens. Oh, I'm really busy with incidents, I can tell. Right, but Guwil still leads the way by 7/10, and they are trying to pull away Jerry and Guwil, it seems, because Black Box is struggling to keep up. Same with Axa on Black Box. As Sanders now, what happened to Sarakaya? Sarakaya's lost time. Oh, there we go, that's why! And another VSC's come out! Because Sarakaya's lost his full front wing! And wait, actually, someone to the castle as well. Who's that? Oh no, it's Adrian. I thought he'd crashed out. So we've had 2 VSCs. I've already on lap 3. Great omen for the race. Right. So obviously now this is where everyone's going to be slowing the car down, getting the delta up, waiting to get the good launch, because having the delta is going to be key to get a good gap here. Right. VSC is going to be ending probably soon because the debris in Sector 3 should be getting cleared up. Pangreal, Jet, Mats and Jacob all pit now. So we've now got 8 drivers who have now pitted. This is absolute fun. Well, lap 3. 2 VSCs. And we haven't even got a full start yet. This is just helping the hard runners and the medium runners, actually. Because I feel like these guys are going for... Sorry, can I get a drive-through penalty in P16 along with Jacob? That is a drive-through, isn't it? Yep. So that is just an awful thing to have in the matter of about 2 laps. Having to pit for front wing damage and now get the drive-through. But Guwil has managed to build a buffer away from Jerry now. And the yellow flag again. Oh man, this is not good. I think that's Leon. No, it's a Masiek. With a 5-second penalty given to Leo, though, there is more debris. Is that going to be another virtual safety car? Because Enzo's not going to be approaching this debris. And it's thankfully vanished by now. But we'll jump on board back to the leaders. Because Josh is also putting pressure on there. I'll keep an eye on that. But now, obviously, Guwil will lead lap 4 here. Thankfully, he's in the condition. Jerry is not waiting around, though. He's using a lot of ERS and the DRS. Goes to the move on the inside. And he's going to take it. But Guwil is not going to let this go. Side by side here. Guwil is going to have DRS here because he's just behind them. So now, this is going to help Black Box and... This is going to help Black Box and Guwil, because there goes Guwil. But look at Black Box squeezed him to the outside of the corner. And Guwil's going to hold position and hold the lead. And further back, obviously, you got Black Box, Axa, Enzo's fastest car on track on those new softs. But we haven't got a full lap of racer, remember, so we don't know how good that speed is. As further back, it looks like Josh did get past Sander. Something must happen to Sander, because he's dropped off hugely now. But then look, got Loki putting a lot of pressure on the Mercedes seat of Axa. Obviously, Axa's showing that he's ready for a championship battle this season. But now he has to defend the British man on his birthday on the more softer compound as well. Because we're going to have a DRS train now. And the question is Jerry going to go full aggressive again and go past Google here? Because Google had DRS for the second bit, which helped him get back ahead. Now it's going to be the question is, what is going to happen here as we'll stick to board in Jerry here. As you can see, the Mercedes just trying to build back out before the DRS gets activated. He's getting to nearly 5 tenths, but Jerry's much cleaner in those 2 corners. He gains about half a tenth there. No ERS used there. That is straight line speed. Jerry's got more straight line speed than Google. And here comes Google and defends the inside. He has to go on the outside and cleanly takes the lead. Now all of that times are tumbling down now for a bit. Loki's a 44.2, fastest car right now. There goes Lars a 44 flat. As Google is holding, trying to get a good run here to get right back into the lead here. But it looks like Jerry got a much better exit than Google. And the DRS isn't even helping him, as they are literally matching speed. So Jerry's setup is much better for straight line speed than Google, because now Google is struggling a little bit. Jerry is just trying to build the gap up here. Jets now think, oh, yellow flags, and it's at him. Oh, that's right, it's Leo, he's out! He's out the track and on the start finish straight. He must have lost the car and hit the wall. And that's put the McLaren driver, and why do I always mix those two up? That's the McLaren driver out of the race, but no safety car. Even though his car is on the race line, there's a massive slide there for Jerry coming out of Castle. Oh, so we've got these guys all battling for it. Jerry is trying to make a point here in his first race in Ero. Goodwill, obviously a seasoned driver here, is trying to, and Black Box, the rookie this season, is trying to show why he should be the threat also. I see Axel is starting to slowly lose touch with these guys. But the big question is, who's going to be leading into turn 1 this time? Because remember, Jerry has the straight line speed from his setup. Can Google with DRS get anywhere near Jerry's base? As there goes the DRS. But look, the gap is barely going down. It's literally done. Jerry is absolutely flying here, so this might be key here. If Jerry could be on for his first Euro victory if nothing else happens here. Because he's the 6th time somebody here on the DRS. And he might be able to keep that gap because Google needs to use a lot of ERS to catch up to him. Because look, even with DRS, Jerry is still pulling away. He's using very sparse amounts of ERS to keep that gap. So Google, if he can't keep the space up, will be out of DRS for the next lap. Luno's now fastest car on track as he gets past Pangrio, it looks like. Round the outside, it looks like also. So great move there by the Alpine driver. As he's the first penalty of the day. Further back, Adrian's going to be going past Jet. Oh, wow. They've got guys who already pitted 3 times. Well, on their 7, their drive-throughs. But Jerry is struggling for his rears. His car is flickering everywhere as he's trying to put the power down. Are his hards not up to temperature yet? Or is he just struggling for the balance of his setup on the rear? Because that's allowed Google to stick back into the DRS still and keep a good firm gap. As not much else has changed at the front at the moment. Jerry still leads off Google. Black Box are actually behind, and then Lucky Chiefs in P5. So he could have a good finish here today, the birthday boy. Sniper's 3.4, but he has broke the toe away from Lars. And then obviously further about, you've got Josh Evans also in P8, and then Sander P9, and Enzo's P10 after that pit stop. As there we go, into the start-finish line to start lap 7 now. Jerry still leads at that Williams seat, with Google trying to close the gap back up on the DRS. And then Black Box just sitting and waiting because he knows these guys are going to have got much different speed to him today. If there's the DRS and the gap is just barely going down, that is incredible. How good that setup is. As further back, Loki's going to move on Axel there, and the Englishman gets past the Frenchman. And oh, Axel's in the wall! Axel's just spun his tyres, he's into the wall! So now Loki has no opposition behind him, and now, but Axel's got no front wing! He's lost both, he's lost his right end plate, but no virtual safety car or anything. Further back, Sarah Kaya's had a moment. It looks like. But he's kept his car going, thankfully. Now it's Enzo and Luno are going battling. That's Enzo going to look for a move here? No, he thinks better and stays behind. But now the big question is Axel going to pit because he's going to have to stretch his tyres a long distance? If he does. But his end plate damage is going to really hurt him around the track like this. Now Loki Jeeves is going to be free to catch up to the guys ahead of him. If he can. Because he's got Sniper not far behind him. He's just going to be trying to get that gap. Yellow flag, that's Sarakai retiring the pits. And now as we head on to lap 8, Google is actually going to be out of DRS. So Jerry's managed to pull it down when I've been distracted by Old Linton. And now Google's going to be attacked by Black Box, but Black Box doesn't have much ERS. As there's Jerry's pushing, he's gone fastest now, with clean track and no DRS. So let's see if Black Box can move, but Black Box uses a lot of ERS to keep his speed up, and I don't think it's gonna hurt him quite a lot now on the stretch. Yellow flags. Oh, it's Laws in the wall. Laws, I think, is locked up there and is into the wall there. Has he got front wing damage? He's got no front wing at all. So that's another casualty for the front wing. So I think that's about 4 front wings we've lost as Axel comes out on soft. So Axel's definitely going for another stop here on the mediums, I bet. And he's hoping for a safety car as well. Right, so not much else going on at the moment. Obviously, just got Jerry is just pulling away from Google suddenly, and Google is trying to do the same also to Black Box. Like I've said, Black Box is going to struggle with no ERS later in the race because there's not many places you can gain your ERS back. As Google has pointed out as well, he's trying to burn it to try and catch back up, but he can't do it still. And Jerry's obviously gone full throttle to break the DRS in the cars behind. But this might help Loki. If he can manage his ERS and his tyres, he might be able to catch up to the guys ahead of him. Same with Sniper. Sniper's really good at his energy recovery system. We'll just see how this plays out. As we're on lap 9 now. Jerry still leads in the Williams with Google behind, Black Box, Loki and Sniper for the top 5. And then Josh Evans at P6. Lars P7, but he's going to be pitting, so he might be out the top 10. You got Sander at P8, Luno P9, and Enzo P10 on the softs, remember. He pitted on the first lap. Let's see what tyres Lars will go for. Will he stretch? Will he go for mediums to the end, or will he go for a 2-stop? And he's got medium, so he might try and push to the end. And Luno's got another penalty. Oh, he's in the wall! Luna got a penalty and somehow deflected and hit the wall on the outside. Now Enzo's going to be all over him. And he looks like he's not going to defend, he's not going to hurt them, and he's going to let them by. And Josh is just trying to get a little bit of a Fernando Alonso there from Bahrain, a bit more slipstream. Further back, it looks like Hassan and Akael going for P17-18. Yellow flag says, oh, what's that? That's Mats! And Jacob! Both AlphaTauri struggle in the same corner. Wow, they killed. Oh my god, the walls are killing everyone today. I swear. Only on lap 9, I think we're on about like 10 front wings need changing. Oh, Jesus. Right, the DRS is still there, but Jerry's got no ERS left, while Google has 2. Black Box has dropped off massively. And that, Loki is just slowly inching closer. Yellow flag. Oh, is that Castle again? Yes, it is. Luno's in Castle. And Luno must have hit the wall again because now he's going even slower. Oh, wow. This track is biting everyone today. The only ones that hasn't bit is the top 6. No, I mean, the top 7, sorry. So everyone in the top 7 right now has not had anything happen to them. That is incredible. We're only on lap 10 as well. So I'm curious how the strategy is going to play out here, because obviously these two are going to be playing. Pangrio gets past Enzo there. Oh, I'm there, Pangrio there! Pangrio backed off and then acted through. Unless something happened to his pedals or anything. That's a really strange one. It's Enzo in the pit on his old socks already, and he's gone to the hard again. Luno retires in the pits. So he thinks he's done for the day. Not much is going on. Google is just trying to close the gap on DRS. He has just slowly got it there. But can he hold it? Because we've got a few more corners here. Let's see. Google, obviously, these two right to the edge of the wall there to get as much speed as they can. Google might be out of DRS just, or is he going to just get in it? The big question is, if Google gets DRS, that could be a big help for him. But I think he is going to get it because Jerry can't get the speed down there in the last sector. Google is going to use all of his DRS, but he's just going to get the DRS. So that is going to save him now. As we're now on to lap 11 now. Google has a bit of a moment there. He had to back off because he would have been in the wall if he didn't. So a bit of a scare there for the Frenchman. As this is going to be to see how the pit strategy is going to work. As this might be Google's only shot to get near or the lead. Yellow fly, is that Enzo? No, it's Laws. Laws has no damage. It must have just spun out once he's got little minor damage. But it's one of the fact we haven't had a safety car and how much debris there is on the track is astounding. But Google is putting the pressure now onto Jerry. Now he's getting closer and closer to the Dutch driver. That's going to be the question is see how he's going to play this out, Jerry. Because is he going to fight him on, or is he going to let him by and use the DRS back on him? Because you've got a lot of strategies around back. You can let the car get ahead of you for both sets and then get past him in the second DRS. Do you just get past them as Axel gets past Sander, like I said, into C7 now, because he's in recovery mode after his incident. As we're going back, obviously Google could wait, or the car could go past him, then hold off in sector 2 and pull away. Yellow flags again, is it the... Oh my word. It's the Altaris in the same corner. Like, turn... Oh wow. As there goes Hassan, he's trying to get a slipstream. But hell. Well, currently at lap 11 now, we're going to be lap 12 now, as we head down the DRS straight. Jerry still leads the race, but Google is not in DRS, but slowly keeping in touch. Black Box is getting further and further away from these two. And Loki is slowly catching up to the championship leader in the McLaren. So obviously the birthday could have a good result. As we've now got another virtual safety car. Who is it for this time? Alright, let's check everyone's front wings. There we go. So Sanders caused it this time because he's got no front wing. And that's the third virtual safety car in this race. We're not even halfway yet. We haven't had a full safety car, which I'm shocked. And so we're going to stick on board with Sander. That is just in the limits. Anything else, he would have got a penalty. Just to say. And Pangria will join... Wait, unless Pangria was the one who got involved with him. Lars is Masiek next. The mini question is how Jerry's going to take this restart. Because is he going to go full out, or is he going to wait for a time to go? DRS is nailed. Masiek has just got into the pitch when the VFC is finished. So now it's going to be the question is, obviously, as Google has only 9 tenths away from Jerry's DRS here, and it looks like Jerry might be going for a pit stop because his pit stop window has popped up on his display. So that's going to be a bit interesting if he goes longer on the mediums than his hards. But we'll have to see how this plays out here. Because Loki hasn't managed to catch up to Black Box as much as he should on the new tyres, but his mediums are going to feel a bit lean now. Little fire, it's Hassan. Oh, that was dangerous. Thankfully, Ghost or Massive would have been out of the race. Lap 13 out, halfway through now, and Jerry is still leading with Google putting more and more pressure onto the Dutch driver. He has DRS now, but then he's trying to build his ERS to keep up to him. Now, in case he gets closer. He gets 8 times closer here. But now this is going to be the big question is how he's going to play this out, because the strategy is going to be key here, because are they going to pit the same lap? Will Google push for another lap? Will Jerry pit later than Google? Like, the strategy is going to be big and up of the debate here. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be near there, and it looks like all of them are waiting for that pit stop to open up. As that Sander has realised they pit during that VSC, and he's actually in a good position right now. Because the cars ahead of him have to pit again unless Laws is going to drag his tyres somehow another 13 laps. As I say that, Enzo is going past Pangrillo into P10 now. So he's trying to recover from his mistakes during the race. There's the squirm there for Jacob you saw. Pangrillo isn't going to let this go, but he might have to. Unless the DRS can be used here to get right by the Aston Martin. Enzo goes to the inside. Yellow flags, and it's Mats again in the same corner. And it looks like Enzo is going to hold off Pangrillo, and we're going to jump up over the leaders as Hale gets past Hassan in the pits. Jerry is currently still leading, as Google is just trying to stick with him now. Black Box is now starting to gain a little bit of time, so Loki's tyres have gone off, as Loki is now pitting also. So I think Loki's best bet is try to be behind Josh, because then he can get the DRS off him, which it might play out for him. Going to jump on board the top two as they are into the second DRS. Nothing's going to be done yet. Yeah, Google is still too far back to make a move yet. Loki is in the pits and out, and there goes Josh there. So he's going to be right behind Josh in a great position. If anything happens, yellow flags. That is that Maciek? Yes, it is. Maciek's got no, he didn't actually hit the wall. He must have locked up. So Maciek's kept out of the wall, but it won't be long before the car is going to be lapped, because Kale and Hassan, well, Hassan's actually been lapped already, I just realised. So Hassan's going to have to let the cars by that are behind him. Black Fox is the next car behind him. He needs to let by, because or he's going to get penalised for holding up the car of the Ghosted. And he's still there. Still there. Black Box is probably getting a bit frustrated that the car has not backed off yet. And he still hasn't backed off. And he still hasn't backed off. Black Box have to drive through now. So that is going to be penalised by Hassan. Because you need to back off and let the cars by when blue flags are going off. You do not battle him like that. And there's going to be a clean overtake and get away. You cannot do that in the Ero racing. But I will go back to the top two now. Jerry and Gula still up. 13 on those tyres now. Ken now gets a 5 seconds into the pit lane and he's retired. And Gula pits. So Gula's gone for the undercut, it looks like. So he's going medium to the end of the race, definitely. So now the big question is, can he do the strategy now? Jerry needs to push to do this as Black Box has followed him in. Enzo's now got a penalty, it looks like. And now this is going to be the key moment in the race. Can Google make an undercut work for him along with Black Box and Sniper? Because Sniper, can he get near his teammate now with the better tyres? Josh now gets 5 seconds in the pit lane. So that's going to hurt Josh now. Loki's going to be behind these guys on the hards now. And he could be a good chance for points if he can keep those tyres in nick. Right, let's see how this plays out. So, we've got a lot of pit stops are going on now. See, a lot of mediums now. Loki being on the top hard runners. Lars obviously is going to be probably going to the end. Axa is P8 on those new mediums. After battling for that P4 spot with Loki. Thought she had a bit of a spin, lost his end pit, had to pit. Sander gets past Enzo with no... How has Sander just done that? Sander, Enzo goes Sander by the wall! Sander has no front wing. And he's trying to battle... Oh, Sander. Got no front wing, man. But I'm just hoping he doesn't affect Enzo's race, but he's going to feel the downforce. How is... No. I'm sorry, I'm so bewildered right now. Alright, but Jerry pits from the lead now. Google is hitting onto the start-finish straight now. He's pushing like hell now to build the gap up. Jerry's going to always go to the end. Into the pit stop he goes for the mediums, remember. Now, Guwil is covered throughout the first corner now. Guwil's undercut's going to work. And he's going to take the lead of the race. A great start outlap by Guwil. Takes the lead. Loki's gone fastest. And now Black Box might have a chance on Jerry also. So the undercut by Guwil gave him 5 seconds over Jerry. That's an incredible feat by Guwil now. And Guwil looks to be on for back-to-back victories now. With 10 laps to go now. And now Jerry's going to be holding off Black Box and Loki though. Loki could be a good factor here. Because you never know what could happen against these two. He could just sit and wait. He could go for an attack. You have to play it. You have to play it. And Loki's played it brilliantly today. For P5, for P4 at the moment. So he could be in for the battle for the podium. Because he's got Black Box, the championship leader. He's trying to battle for another podium here. And now obviously Jerry for his first podium in Ero. Guwil has mastered the undercut and absolutely blew everyone away. He's 6 seconds clear now in the lead. Further back, it looks like nothing else is going on. You got Sniper in P5, you got Josh in P6, but he has that 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane, which will be added to his time. You got Lars in P7, you've got Axa in P8, and Enzo P9. A good recovery from him after getting pitting on the first lap for repairs, and Pangrio yet again in the points. The Greek driver has been very consistent in getting in the points in different cars. Guwil's now fastest in track. That is Masic again. Masic's locked up this time, no damage. So Masic again, P15 now is where he will still be. But now Guwil is just enjoying the 8th space clean air. No problems for the Frenchman now. He's enjoying this. Alright, so we've got no chance to go. We're on lap 17 now. We've got 9 more laps to race to go. Baku has produced a lot of front wing damage and 3 virtual safety cars, but no safety car yet, to my surprise. Everyone has kept Liam as Liam leads the session because he was spectating. But it's going to be the big question is of who's going to actually be finishing the podium, because Black Box has lost DRS, Low Key's lost DRS. Whereas Low Key's tyres are going to be just a bit better condition to the guys ahead of him. Because that could pay all the dividends, and you never know when puncher could happen on these guys. No, not on that. Just chaos. I just want to check something quickly. Yeah, so I've just noticed we've got 18 viewers at the moment. Obviously, thank you for watching at the moment. But it looks like there's not much actually going on at the moment. Obviously, he's got all the cars battling for position. It will then clean air all the battling for position, which like Black Box and Jerry. But Black Box has lost 7 tenths to Jerry in the last sector alone. As Jerry is trying to catch up, and he is slowly catching up. Could we see a good battle to the end of the race here? Because the gap was 6 seconds before, it's now 4.6. 1.4 seconds gained by Jerry behind. And Jerry has just proved that by going fastest on track. So Jerry is on a mission to get back to Guwil and take back the lead he's been holding for almost all race. Black Box has got nothing to his speed and might just settle for the podium. But Loki is going to be pushing about that podium all the way to the end of the race. We'll have to see how this plays out. Pardon me. So, the question is, who's going to be in the point stand? Because Adrian looks to be in a good chance for a point here in the Haas. Yellow flag. That is Sander. He's in the wall. And he's got no damage, it looks like. He maybe just got a bit of end plate damage there. But no safety car, virtual safety car this time. And he's got no front wing again. Oh, Jesus Christ. The cars, I swear, love the front wings today. So we've got a few battles. We've got Adrian going for a point here on Pangrio, or Panos. We've also got Axa trying to catch up to the guys ahead of him, which is Lars on the new mediums he pitted for, because Lars is going to the end of the race on these mediums he's on. You've got Sniper, who's just trying to keep another consistent run going for the Austrian. Loki Chief's trying to be in the battle for the podium, but he's starting to lose touch to the Black Box now. who's turned up the speed on those mediums. And you got Jerry, who is chasing down Gula, because in 2 laps' time, he's cut the gap to 3 seconds. Back Sanders in the wall as he just... Sanders, and oh, Sanders just losing the car a bit. Sanders did not pit for a front wing. I'm just not even going to question that anymore. But the gap is now 2.7, and is that Hassan? Hassan's going to be lapped twice. Oh no, Hassan. I started my tyres! And that's... Oh, now I'm going to check this. No, he's still driving. That's going to be penalised. No, Hassan's crashed out! That is going to bring on another VSC. Now, the big beneficiary could be Josh if he wants to pit. And he is! Josh is going to pit probably to softs to the end of the race now. And he should hold the gap now, and he could go after Sniper. And now, that is going to be a big help to Jerry and Jerry Blackwood and Low-Key. Josh is in now. Josh is waiting. Oh, Josh has his 5-second penalty. I forgot about that. And now he's on stuff. Axe has got Laws and Josh. Laws is also pitted. DRS is there, and we're back green, back racing. Flag racing, Jesus Christ. What the hell did I say? Did I say flag? Or flag? I just don't know what I said there, sorry. But now, Jerry has managed to make that set. He's gained another second on the Guwil. But Guwil might have DRS from the car ahead of him now, which is Hassan. Because Hassan really should move out of the way this time, or it's going to be chaos. Because the blue flags are already waving now for Guwil. Guwil is going to get DRS here if Hassan does not back off. Yep, he's not backing off. So Guwil is going to get the DRS off here. This could be beneficial for him, because with 6 laps to go after this lap, this could be a key moment for him. Yellow flag, is that Laws? Laws is in the wall, I think. And no, he must have just locked up, because he's got no damage. And then it looks like Guwil got DRS. Yes, he does. Hassan still hasn't got out of the way. The blue flags have been going for almost 2 sectors now. And he's refusing to move out of the way of the leaders. And now Guwil has to drive through him. So, that's going to be penalised. Well, now this might help Jerry now. Jerry's going to have DRS now from Hassan now as well. So Guwil is now going to be battling for the win with 6 laps to go. Because here comes the Dutchman. You can see him behind the ghosted Haas. As he's trying to get past. The Haas is refusing to get out of the way still. And that's just going to be throwing his focus off completely. He should be backing off by now. But that... Oh my bloody hell, man. Man. How hard is it to let a car by those blue flags, man? Like, yes, just slower. You can't battle them like this. Sorry, that's just... It's a bit annoying when I see this happen. But we've now got a bit of a battle going on now for the lead of the race. Because we've got 6 laps to go. Sander has managed to pull 6 seconds out of Guwil's time. And now we're going to have a showdown to the end of the race. We're going to have the French versus the Dutch. The Williams versus the Mercedes. Who is going to win this race today? Because the podium for the third place looks done for Black Box, because he's pulled 2.5 as Low-Key. And now the question is how Josh is going to react on those new softs also. Can he catch up to Axel before the end of the race? Further back, Jacob gets past Mats, who's pitted on the softs now. DRS now is going to be open for Jerry. Guwil is trying just to break the toll there, which is fine to do if the car's far back, which it is. I'm heading to the sector. Jerry's got no ERS left now. 2.5 tenths separate these two as we into turn 2 now. Jerry's going to have DRS here. Can he get past the Frenchman into the lead again? Jerry's been fighting 6 seconds to catch back up to him. And here he comes. He's up to him. He won't get him here unless he goes for a very late move, but that would be a bit stupid, and he thankfully backs out of the move. And now, as we head into Sector 2 now, Guwil and Jerry are going to be going to the flag now. We've got 5 more laps after this. No, sorry, 4 laps, after this lap. And these two are going to be nose and tail to the end. Because I don't think they want to be in front of each other, because DRS is critical around this track. Jerry is going to be the major one those going to be struggles. Guwil has much better ERS than the Dutch driver behind them. But you never know. Jerry's pace could pull out something magical here. As further back, Laws and Adrian are swapping positions. As Laws gets past the ass into P10. Adrian might just miss out on points today. As Jerry is trying to keep the Google's rear wing and trying to keep that DRS and get good runs out of the corners. They are approaching the battle in Masiek and Matt ahead. Matt is on new tyres. Masiek's on his hard tyres, 11 lap old. As we head into the sector 3 now, DRS is going to be activated soon. Is Jerry going to take back the lead here? As we head on to lap 22. Google cannot move. He's warming his tyres up, you can see. He's twitching left and right. He's going to go to the right because Google defends the inside. Jerry blitzes around the outside at 280 miles an hour and takes back the lead. Now the big thing is, can Google get back at him in the second DRS? Jerry knows he needs to go full throttle and build that gap before DRS as we hit onto the DRS straight. Now, can Google react back or is he going to sit behind and wait? As the gap is now gained to 6 tenths now between Jerry and Google. Google didn't use any of his DRS there, you've noticed. So it looks he's trying to build it back up, but he might have to start using it because Jerry might be able to get a gap built. But if he catches the car out first, he's going to get DRS over him, and that could be a big factor for Jerry. As Jerry skids round the corner there, you can see. As now Masiek is going to be in range, the blue flags will be soon come out for the Williams driver to let his teammate by. So we'll have to wait and see when the blue flags are. There they are. Masiek has been warned now about the blue flags of the cars behind. And it won't be long for Matt to do the same. He's just out of range at the moment. But the question is, when Masiek lets it by, can he get close enough to use DRS off his teammate? As there's Masiek, he's slowing down. Masiek moves out the way straight away. And there goes Google and Jerry. As Masiek is going to try and stick to these two now. As we're going down the start-finish line. I can't even talk there. Jesus Christ. Start-finish line straight now. As we're on lap 23. And then 3 more laps to go now. And this race for the win is not over yet by a long shot. Google now has more DRS and the DRS for the car behind. But the Jerry straight line speed foot might be enough to hold them back. Google needs to go full throttle to get anywhere near. Further back, Black Box is now caught to the Haas of Hassan. The Haas of Hassan. Jesus Christ. And again, Hassan is... Oh my God. Well, Hassan's refused. Oh, so that's looking into it, the wall there, as I saw in the background. And that might open the door for his teammate to go for a move there. And now yellow flags. Is that Jacob? Yes, it is. He spun out, kept it going, and hopefully he's going to realise the cars behind all the leaders and knows to get out of the way as soon as the blue flags appear. Because there is Jacob on his old tyres. The blue flags are going to be waving in a second for the AlphaTauri drivers. Google is trying to put him under pressure so much here now. Jerry is trying to resist all of it and have just a better exit of the corners. Yellow flag. Oh, that's just Jacob. That's Matt in the wall. That's Jacob, sorry, in the wall. And there's front wing damage everywhere, but I don't think it'll trigger anything. It won't. So now that's cleared up the run. As there goes Jacob. He's going to let the McLaren by there, thankfully. He's got no front wing. He's going to be out of the points here today, unfortunately, at Baku. So now the question is, who is going to win this race now? We've got another 2 laps after this. Yellow flag. I've got Jacob in the wall again. He didn't know. I think he backed off to let everyone go pie. That's good by Jacob. We're now on to lap 23. You can see that Williams is trying off the Merc there. You can see the Frenchman snaking in the background. He's 9 tenths back. Google needs to start going now or he's going to lose DRS. Because Jerry has turned up the speed and is starting getting further and further away from the Frenchman and the Merc. We've got another 2 more laps after this one. Lap 25 and 26, the final lap. Google's going to have to make a push soon. I think Jet's going to retire. Yeah, Jacob now retires. So now that is 5 retirements out of this race. Both Ferraris, both Alpines, Leon and Jacob now join. I know, the bit of the there. Google struggles on the rears there as he saw the little flicker coming out of his car. Has he pushed a bit too much to gain that gap and it may have damaged his tyres on the undercut? Pardon me. I don't know yet, but look at Jerry. He's just trying. His blink has been on almost all lap. And now the next car is going to catch is Matt, because Matt might help him here. Because if he gets DRS here, that could be game over for Google unless he pulls out an absolute mega last lap. Matt is going to be just ahead. The blue flags haven't indicated yet, so if he can gain enough time, he might get it. There's the blue flags. The DRS line is coming up, remember. And I don't think he's going to be close enough yet. As the blue flags are still going, but he's just out of range now, and he won't get DRS there. We are now going to start the penultimate lap now. We've got one more lap after this one. He's got no ERS completely. Google is starting to push now. He's starting using ERS. So now, this is going to be the battle of the race. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Dutch or French victory here in Baku? This is going to be the big question of who's going to win. Now, this could be the... Jerry's going to get DRS there. So that could be a key factor here. He doesn't get the start finish, but he gets it in the second one. Google now needs to keep up to him and then get past him as quickly as possible, I feel like. No, actually, no, he might wait to the final DRS straight, but he needs to be much closer to make it work. As Black Box looks to be still in the P3, 11 seconds back, but Lucky Cheese is on for a great result here in the Alfa Romeo on his birthday, P4, with Sniper right behind the P5. These two have been very consistent as Hassan. Right, so Gul has done what I've said. He has closed the gap now, as we've got one more lap of this Baku of Azerbaijan to go. Is Baku going to throw anything else at us, as we've got one more lap between these two to decide who's going to win here today? The podium looks to be sealed up for Black Box unless something happens to him. But it's really the big question is, who is going to take the honours here? Will it be Jerry's first victory in Ero, or will it be another win for Google to help his championship battle? As here we go, we've got one more lap. Is it going to be Murph? Is it going to be Williams? Is it going to be French? Is it going to be Dutch? Who is going to win it in today? Google is catching, but he's not going to get him in the first DRS. We'll stick on board with him now, because look how close he gets from the exit of the corner. Google knows he needs to get past him here if he's going to have any shot, I feel like, to hold him. And he doesn't get the exit he wanted. Google's using the DRS there to get a better exit. Jerry is just having enough speed, and his exit was just good enough to hold off the Frenchman. Is Google going to go for one last move on the start-finish straight? Because he's already got that move. Unless he gets past him somewhere in this tricky sector 1 or 2. Oh, wow, this is going to be interesting. Because these two have been on it all day. Google managed the undercut, took the lead at the start of the race also. But Jerry has been absolutely on it all day in that Williams. So the big question is who is going to win today now? We've just got the last sector 3 to go now. The tyres are going to be on their edge now. Who is going to win this race as we come round the final few corners here? The fuel light is on for Jerry. Is that going to help hinder him, or will he have enough fuel to make the end of the race? The gap is 6 tenths now. Google going to need an absolute mega launch to get anywhere near the Dutch driver as we head down the final time during the start-finish race. Jerry has a 6 tenths gap here as we head down the start-finish race. All of his ERS burnt there. I think he's going to have enough. Google's going to try, but Jerry is going to be the first win of his seat in Ero, and after a titanic battle. Google gets a P2 and Black Box is going to get the P3. Loki looks to have caught him, so Loki may have got him in a few more laps. Sniper's going to be on his teammate, but it's flat in the Black Box. It's going to be Black Box, Loki. Oh my god. Sorry, I caught me off. I'd expect. It's Google. It's just usual Google stuff. As Black Box has crashed. Yeah, I thought Axe ran out of fuel there because I thought his finger. Axe is going to come back home in P6 after spinning out and losing them plate. So unfortunately, it's not a big hole that he thought. And here comes the Frenchman to finish P6. Josh pitted for the softs then, hoping for an attempt to get a better run at the last corner, but he couldn't do it there. Access finishes P6, and Josh Evans P7 today. As Josh is going to join into the car park. Enzo has Lars has crashed out! Lars has crashed out on the final few corners! Adrian's going to get a point! With no front wing! That's incredible! Pangrio gets a P9! Enzo gets P8! But Adrian is going to get P10! It's a point for the Haas team! Well, that was a... Well, so there's your victory here. Ero is first, his debut race, and oh, that's a great podium celebration, isn't it? There we go, podium celebration, and there's the new victor here in Ero F1. It is Jerry from the Dutch. So are we going to see him back here as he's a reserve at the moment? Will we see him more now this season? Well, there you go. So there's your race victory at Lawes. He didn't get the quality he wanted, but his pace was incredible in the race and takes the victory just over Guil. Guil gets P2 and then Black Box P3. Loki Cheeves on his birthday, a great race by him to finish P4. And Sniper Arctic P5, a good result by the Alfa Romeo drivers. Max at P6. Josh in P7, Enzo P8, Pangrio P9. And then Adrian P10 as Lars crashed out on the final lap. Right. So let's see. I'm going to try and get the interview sorted out with these guys. So I'm just going to add them to the party. Just give me a few minutes. So... Hello.
Hello.
Well, that was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, are we on stream doing interviews or?
Yes.
Yes, cool.
What, are you just going to start swearing there or something?
No. I was just gonna make sure we were on stream. I just want to thank the viewers for watching this entertaining race. I'm sure it was entertaining. I'm sure your commentary was great as well.
Yay. Oh, hello, Jerry.
And Jerry's here as well, my friend.
Yeah, of course you invited him and he wins against Google, typical. But obviously, Jerry made an impact with a bang, to say the least.
Yep.
Let's not go about that, Jerry, please. Honestly, that stressed me out. I wanted to shoot myself, but the guy got P4 out of that, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just waiting for Google to join. If he doesn't join in a few minutes, I'm going to start interviews. Okay, no,
Cool.
he can't join. Alright, so it's just going to be used to.
Cool. No
Alright,
worries.
alright, so we're going to start with Black Box. We're going to podium for him in the McLaren. Obviously, we were a bit off the top two because they pulled away every time, but obviously you held on to get the last spot on the podium.
Yeah. Just again want to say thank you for the viewers watching today, and thank you for commentating. But yeah, the plan wasn't to get P1 today. The plan we knew from our practice together, me and Yeri, that I was quite a bit off the pace, maybe 2-3 tenths, even more most laps. Yeri's very very quick round here, and we kind of made a game plan that I'm gonna take the final step of the podium. I'm not gonna challenge them. At the start of the race, I did have the pace to keep with Gil, but I made one small mistake, and then I just started to drive like I was on a Sunday cruise because I can't risk doing what Axe did and hitting a wall. We did kind of laugh at that bit as well when he did hit a wall,
No,
but
he actually just fell off the tyres, it looked like, and then he hit the wall on the left. So
that's
because
even better. That's even
Loki,
better.
yeah, Loki overtook him, and I think he must have just hit the throttle too quick and spun him out, and then hit the wall. And he got damaged.
Yeah, so that for us was a big win. We laughed, we celebrated, we cheered. Then we got to the end of the race and we laughed, we celebrated and cheered again. Yeri, big respect to him. He gained 6 seconds on a Challenger Series guide tonight, so
All right,
and overtook him.
all right, so both of you have now got a 5 second penalty for bullying. No, but obviously, it was a good race by you, Black Boxers. I could tell that you weren't on the pace completely, but I knew you were just trying to finish like as high as you could.
Yeah, I was just literally trying to keep it in one piece. You could see by the gap to Loki. Loki caught me. That's not really going to happen from mediums to hards. I was basically just strolling. I didn't want to take any risks.
No, it's fair. Obviously, back is the track. If you make one mistake, it will kill you.
Exactly.
As you can prove, because we had two virtual safety cars in 3 laps.
Yeah, that was horrendous. That was honestly.
Did you know what
Oh
I'm
my
surprised
God.
about? Leon crashed out the start finish line, and it did not bring a safety car out.
To be honest, we're quite happy with that. The
Yeah,
safety
of
car would have
course you
just
would
brought
be.
Axe. Axe would have just got right back into the game, and that after last week, I'm already feeling the effects of that when he got the lucky safety car and got all the way back up to P2. So
Yeah, I was going to say,
I
I'm
think
just going to quickly ask freaking something quickly before I forget. Just trying to think actually. Sorry, Jerry, if you want to check him for reserve now, you want to do it now so you can get the first one.
Uh,
go Yuri, do it now.
then I want a real good car, not the Williams again.
Just
Shit
put it
car.
now before I forget. No, that's stream still.
Oh yeah, no swearing, Yuri. Come on.
All right, 5 second penalty, swearing. No, but obviously Blackpool that keeps the championship lead intact. Obviously, going ahead in the McLaren, and it's next week. It's Spa. So, how do you feel about that?
Very good, very good. Again, it's a circuit the whole of the TF team is very good at. We
Oh,
spend a lot
look.
of time on that track. So me, Yeri, will be practicing from tonight for that race, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that'll be fun. But obviously, just keep the championship battle going. Obviously, Spa's a track you just said is really good for you. Your race pace is good, and obviously you're just managing it to the end to try and get the last spot on the podium.
Exactly.
And obviously that keeps you going. And then I guess we can move on to Jerry now. It's his first day, and it's obviously his first victory also.
Yeah.
So,
Very, very easy. No.
wow. Right, Black Box, I know you're cocky, but you only bring everyone else in. No, but obviously, Jerry, your pace was already shown in the qualifying, obviously, but then Ghoul somehow snatched your pole just by 2.5 tenths.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously after that, you just did. Your pace was really strong. What was your wings, can I ask?
I'm
Don't
not
tell
gonna
him.
tell the
Don't tell
wings,
him.
but
No,
yeah,
no, I'm only
we
asking,
were.
like, I'm just asking because your straight line speed was ridiculous, to say the least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we yeah.
Well, we expected that everyone went for so low wings, but yeah, Gil went higher, so yeah.
I know
Even
it's.
when he wasn't DRS, it was easy to stay
Oh, I
ahead.
know it's the more I saw this. Like, how the hell is Jerry not getting it to overtake? Like, what is this? But no, obviously,
Yeah.
Jerry, you've showed your pace today. Obviously, a great result round back. Obviously, you took the lead. Obviously, and then you just tried to get away. Google got the undercut on you, but then you just pulled the time back. And obviously, because it was 6 seconds, and then you just pulled it all back to take the victory today. So, are you happy about that?
Well, yeah. In the first stint, I broke my front wing in Castle, so that's why I was six seconds behind, I think.
Wait, hold on. You had a broken front wing.
Yeah, in lap 7 or 6, I think I broke it on the left
Jesus,
side.
freaking
Yeah,
hell! I
so
didn't notice that.
Yeah, but because of the straight line speed, it was not good for the first stint.
Yeah, 0-0 wings.
Yeah, but
The-
the mediums were so good. Like the grip level was so high on the tires. So
Says the guy who was drifting around certain corners.
yeah, but that's because it's just
Yeah,
working very
because
late.
I caught every single one, you know.
Oh,
It's like, oh, Jerry's having a bit of a slide there.
yeah, that's how it works. Huh?
But no, obviously it was a good showing by you for your first race, obviously to take the victory after a great battle between you and Google all to the end. And obviously as you said, you had the straight line speed, which was crucial on this track, and obviously it helped you to hold on.
Yeah, yeah, it was fun, and I'm really loving this track to race in. So
I can't tell. No, but obviously it's a great result by you, obviously in your debut, obviously. So you never know, you could be a late chance for the championship if Black Box crashes out next week. Crash out next week, Black Box.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
This is where I'm just like going to pay all the drivers. Can you take him out, please? Just take him out. Oh yeah, I'm going to ask you two something as well.
Yeah.
What was your view on the Haas not moving out the way?
oh,
To be honest, we didn't really care, man. Like,
Fair.
is what if it's there, if it's not there, it doesn't matter. Like I'm saying, Yuri 6 seconds behind with a damaged front wing, kept behind the Challenger Series guys. So big credit to him. One Haas isn't going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Like Jerry, I say you're going to keep this up, aren't you? Until every time you get a victory or something, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
Good. Right, so I can guess we can get ending off unless you've got anything to ask after me or something.
Yeah, I just want to. Was it an entertaining race, or do I need to make it more entertaining and battle these guys at the front?
All right, so both of you have got quality bound for Spa now. Good luck. No, but obviously this was a good race, obviously, because now we've got obviously Jerry new victory in Ero, we've got Google with another podium, and then Black Box another podium in his rookie year. So we'll have to see how this plays out for the championship now, since obviously these two both love Spa, so they're going to be getting a quality ban now because they're that good. But
and 5 seconds penalty of shouting.
Yeah,
yeah,
drive through as well.
I'm pit lane.
Yeah.
But obviously these two obviously ready to go. You can tell for Spa next week. Obviously it won't be me next week because I'm away down in London. So
No.
Oh, well, hope you enjoy your trip.
who was that? Was that Jerry or Black Fox? I couldn't figure it out.
We keep the secret. We're just a tag team. We say everything together. So
No, that was
yeah.
Jerry. That was Jerry then because I saw Black Fox.
No,
Thing
it
going
was
off.
me.
Black Fox. I looked at this notification now and I popped up with your ring.
All right.
Yeah, but obviously, well done, you two. Obviously, a great race. Obviously, I guess I can end the stream off now after that absolute chaos we've had. Well, goodbye.
Thank you.